Hey guys. Um, so again here, market webs. There we go. So what I wanted to point out here on market webs, if you go out here on the 30 minute, you can see it better on the 30 minute. And I wanted to point out here this, uh, or well, let's see here. Is there even 15 minute maybe? Yeah, 15 minute. There you go. Okay, guys. So this actually is. See how the bell curve is? Okay. So this you're above uh, our target area, okay? And we found a little bit of options up here. See how little the volume is up above it here. So this is a complete, technically, potentially a completed bell curve. So be very mindful of that. They don't have to come all the way drop off to nothing, but we potentially do have on the daily uh, volume profile potentially a completed bell curve, and that a lot of times the markets they need that before they can revert back. That suggests an exhaustion push to the upside, and there is a really good chance that we do have that exhaustion push in today's session. So you have to be mindful, keep carry that forward. Yes, we close over 605. That is constructive, but volume profile theory suggests we might be having uh, a little bit of trouble there. Okay, now we do have our next call wall for tomorrow is all the way up to 610. So Friday's call wall is way up here. Okay, uh, and 608 was actually uh, our biggest call wall for today, and we didn't get up to that either. But this was a major area. If you go over here on your 1 hour, and you can see this a lot better here. Yeah, Jax, I got that on there, and you can see that. Let me put ES up. Let me 4 hour. I had this look really good earlier. I don't know why it's not looking so good now. Oh, that's default. There you go. I had this drawn out really good. This here is a low volume. See how you get the bell curve here and then another bell curve down here. Okay. We've tried to build it out sideways, but this has been proven to be a major inflection point, and that's where we're actually building out sideways today. Okay, right into this major inflection point. So we are not technically, we came up, tested the top of that inflection point, and rejected, and it has continued to reject into the, so far here in the after hours. So this is your textbook lower high scenario. So be very mindful going forward here that we potentially have the textbook lower high scenario here, and we have to be very mindful of that possibility. Okay. Um, yes, we can go a lot higher here. Okay, we can definitely go a lot higher, but I just want to uh, point that out. This was a wave 3. We could very well have a wave completed a wave 4. Closing above that 605 could be bullish for a diverging wave 5 up into our next target zone higher here. So just a few little things I'm looking at here. Uh, this could very well be a bear trap. Look above, but I don't want to overly think that. Now we can always look at our VIX here because see S&Ps are down, actually down. How did the VIX do today? The VIX was down too. So here, there you guys go. So the VIX, they weren't buying insurance at this price point. We managed to close over that. Close a little bit more bullish in the markets today. They did assign the call wall on the SPY today too. I wanted to point that out. So you go over here on SPY calls. Uh, the last was 606.32. We had 7,000 contracts at 606. Okay, so there was a pretty healthy amount of open interest coming in front. Like I said, that's not the current open interest. That's the open interest that was stated from yesterday. But you can tell that they were really trying to push that 606 narrative. Uh, but like you have to keep see how this is bouncing up. Starting to bounce up here. Um, you have to be very mindful. This is the cluster is getting more concentrated. The higher you go up, so you can tell traders are more comfortable uh, writing more option premium the higher we go up here than coming down. So it's really fighting so a lot of times you don't see them uniform like this. You're just seeing more and more option writing further and further up. So you have to be worried about that scenario when you see stuff like this. Okay, a lot of times you'll see it jumping around different amounts. Like right here's 5,000, 6,000. 5,000, 8,000. So a lot of times you'll see those jumping around. But these were really it's building out a pretty good a lot of resistance above us here. So be very mindful what we're going on here. We could very well be going into uh, a uh, bull trap scenario. So I do want to point that out. Very well be a bull trap. As these was it Qs that actually look better? I can't remember. I think the Qs even look better for the see the Qs are even looking better for the completion of this bell curve. That's what I was looking at earlier. That's where I was really thinking that this has all the characteristics of a bull trap. Because look, this is almost a perfect bell curve. The S&Ps aren't giving it nearly as clear, uh, suggesting this was an exhaustion high. And they closed this into positive gamma. So there's a lot of things there. When you push out the very last few minutes of the trading session, going into a major mega cap earnings, and you've completed what looks like an exhaustion gap up to do it, right above a major call wall. You know, there's a lot of elements there suggesting that this was a trap going into tomorrow. So just heads up, you guys think about consider whatever you want to consider, and we'll go from there. Okay. Thanks a lot for listening, and I appreciate all my followers. Thanks.